Hi, yeah, I'm live. Oh wow, okay. I've not done one of these before. Well, not for a while. Um, I wanted to show you, because I put it on my Instagram account. I've been burning wood on this log burner for a long time, and I've been recently looking at burning wood. Surprised how little waste is coming off the wood this way. It's quite an efficient burn. So what's happening is, as you can see, little bits of ash flake away and they're falling, and some of them are going up the chimney with the heat, so that's great. But what I'm doing is I'm pushing these back, so I'll open the door in a minute and I'll put some more on the front row there and push them back, and it's actually creating a lot less ash, because when you put pieces of wood on a fire normally horizontally, ah, hi Drew, when you put them on horizontally, you disturb everything that's already there. So because you're disturbing everything, a lot of it falls into the ash can. Looks big lion. Lion's good. Lions. Don't get you, Drew. Anyhow, I was doing the hinges yesterday. Yeah, we need to chat. So putting them upright, then as they start getting smaller, putting another row in front, pushing them back, and then as they're burning, pushing them back. I'm going to show you. If you think it's noisy, there's two things going on here. Top vent is open to keep the glass clean, which is great because you want to see the fire. I've also got a little fan thing up there. As you can see, we're just on the best burn rate here. Oh, thanks, Drew. This is Drew. This is the only thing I can concentrate on lately. Let me just show you. So this fire has been going since, what time is it? I don't know. It's about 9 o'clock-ish. This has been going about 5 hours so far. And if I open it up, jeepers, it's hot. So first of all, there's the heat. There is hardly any ash down there, but listen to this. It's burning so peacefully, so lovely. And if I just get another piece of wood and put it there, and then slide it back if I can. He's fallen over, so he can go down the back there. If I can do this, and see how they're just staying upright. I've hardly put any wood on the fire tonight. There's my log basket with a few bits in it. I've hardly put any wood on here. I've put like 2 or 3 of these pieces every couple of hours. No, every hour maybe. And just picking it up and dropping it there. Normally, this time of night, that'd be half full. It isn't even quarter full. So these pieces are going on there burning. I mean, look at the, can you see the lovely grain? The way it's all, crikey, it's hot. I'm going to have to shut the door. Another thing is, I can't believe how much heat is coming out of this, burning them upright. There's got to be something in this. I need to look into this. These, as I was saying, these logs that they put a crisscross in the top of them, and they call them Swedish torches. You can see them here and there, and they light a fire in, and they've got saw cuts down them, and they burn for hours. And that's sort of what's going on here. So I'm sort of fascinated by this. My girls aren't, but there you go, I am. And I just thought I'd show you. I just thought I'd do a little video of it and show it. If anybody, I mean, really, it's to ask anybody, has anybody seen about burning wood upright? Can't be the first person to do this. That would never happen. And if they have, is there some science behind it where it does burn more efficiently? I'm not putting much on, and I'm getting more heat than normal. Normally, it'd be a little bit lower than that. But I'm sort of fascinated by it. The other thing I've got down here, there's a video coming out the weekend, because this is all I'm sort of managing at the moment about making, this is one of the briquettes from batch 1, and these are coffee and wood dust, and they are the coffee's free from the cafe, and the coffee's great. It burns about 20% hotter than wood. It's a waste product. It's brilliant to use. No, you don't smell it once you shut the door. Some of these coffee logs you don't smell at all. So I'm going to show you something else as well. Down here I've got some coal light, but this little beauty is made out of olive nuts. So when you have your drink with olives, this is made out of the nut, and this is, I don't know how many they've taken to put in there, but they've compressed it down. And when you've got things like coal light, which burns through the night, you'd think that there wouldn't be anything that would compare to coal light. This will give coal light a run for its money. It's similar price, and again, this will burn all the way through the night. So I'm sort of amazed with this as well. That might go on there later tonight. But yeah, a bit of a fire thing on my own tonight, which is nice and quiet in the house. Should be washing up. But there you go. Don't they look great? Just sort of standing there. I think they look great. It's definitely nice and quiet. They're like little monoliths, just chucking out loads of energy. So there you go. That's what I wanted to show you. So what I've been doing now then is I've been cutting my firewood down into smaller lumps so that they can stand up, whether it's oak or pine or whatever. This is the new way. Now, I've got to tell you while you're here, because I find it sort of fascinating. I'm not cutting the wood. So say if that was one piece of wood, I'm not pushing that, chopping it or running it through the bandsaw that way. I'm actually cutting it that way. And the reason I'm cutting it this way through the bandsaw is it gives me tiny little curls which help hold the coffee together for the briquettes. So it doesn't just make my wood burn on here upright more interesting and chuck out more heat. The waste on the curls from the saw cuts helps bind the coffee together for my briquettes that I have to make, because my bag of sawdust needs getting rid of because it's a health risk, safety. But there you go. It's quite cool. Oh, Joe, don't stay there. Oh, there you go. There should be some science behind it, as the flames are lapping at a greater surface area stood upright. So the flame and hotter gases are in greater contact with them. I think so, yeah. I think so. I'd love to understand a bit more about it, because, you know, this is one of man's basic things, isn't it, to make fire? But what have we forgotten? What have we, you know, if those Swedish things really work with the, oh, and please comment, everybody, all 4 of you. If those Swedish torch things and burning upright is a thing, which obviously is a thing, somebody's obviously looked at it and thought, hang on, timber burns way better going upright. Then why do we lie logs down? Why have we been lying logs down for so long? I think we've lost something. We always do, don't we? We lose something. Yeah, you're right. There is a greater surface area, isn't there? There's 4 sides and there's just an end that's not really. Yeah. The thing is, for me as well, Drew, they're sitting straight onto the grid thing, the base. So I think that's a thing as well, that they're not surrounded. They haven't got wood burning embers right next to them. You know, this has only burnt around here because of the heat within the space. It's very cool. Tell you what, so quiet when my lot have gone out. Looks good, doesn't it? Hi, William. Hello. Yeah, it does depend on the type of wood. I got a couple of bits of oak on here earlier, and they loved it. They absolutely loved it. And really, it is waste. So I'm not chopping nice things up for something to make firewood. This was given to me by. This has already had a previous life. This has done a job. I think it Tommy. I think it may burn hotter, but also run out quicker. I'm not sure about that. I did see something with 3 different types of fires and the benefits of each in terms of how high you stack them. Yeah, that'd be useful. Yeah, if you can find that, that'd be great. Drew, I'm tempted to go and light a fire now and mind just to watch that instead of the goggle box. You know what? Yeah, this is quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, the telly's not on. Family's not here. I think it's a man thing anyhow, isn't it, to just love the flames and watch what's going on. But these are going to be really interesting because I can tell you guys because you're interested. The the latest batch of these, which was last Saturday, which was supposed to be a quiet day at work because we thought it Saturday was going to be quiet. There were a few people around. In between messing with hinges, Drew, you know what I'm doing. In between messing with those, I started doing a batch, but I'd got 18 kilos of coffee with about 4 kilos of sawdust, and I can't wait to get them on here and see how they burn, because it's all waste. It's all waste. So what have we got there? Sorry, Jed, Ged. I do top-down lighting. Do you? I do top-down lighting. Oh right, sorry. Yeah. No, I'll be honest. No, I don't really. It's really small space. I mean, you can see how big my hand is. It's a tiny little. I think it's about 13 inches across here. The room isn't big enough for a bigger. This is ideal for the space. No, but is it Ged, Jed? All of my timber is from a workshop, so everything is proper, down to 7.5%, 8% moisture. So it's not like it's stored outside in this rainy weather and then it gets dragged in here, and then it sits in a basket right next to the fire. So it sits in there for a bit. So I'll bring the moisture meter back one of the days and see. But I have done it before, and these things, when they're sitting just by the side there, they are zero moisture. That's just a little bit warm now. It's not going to burst into flames, but it's warm. But it hasn't been wet. You see, it doesn't come here wet. Like some people say, oh, you shouldn't store them by the side of your log burner. I don't get the log burner red hot. I know some people and that's why I've got this thing to stop the girls going mad, and they can see it's crikey, they can see it says what does it say, best burn there, too hot over here. I've come back some nights and it's literally at 12 o'clock and I come in and the house is boiling and I'm just like, what are you doing? And I shut it down a bit. So yes, I know that people do put wet logs by the side of the fire, and that then steam comes out and all sorts. But no, nothing comes back here until it's ready to go on. It might be, I don't know, it might be burning quicker. I know, I don't feel like it's burning quicker. I tell you what though, for the amount I'm putting on, if you consider I've just put those 3 pieces on, I'm putting less on for the same sort of heat output. So that's probably a thing where I'm just using less. Have any of you guys seen these mortar brick fireplaces where they have the chimney going up, and then it comes into a chamber, and then it comes exhausts down and then goes off back up into it? Have you seen some of those? They must burn. They're one of these things where they burn for like 2 hours, and it'll keep the masonry work. It'll keep the masonry work hot for 12 hours. I mean, that's warm. That's quite warm, and that's why I didn't rip all of this out. I thought the more masonry around this, the better. That's, if you're interested, that's a stone out of one of the out of a night storage heater. That's one of the bricks, and that's weird because that hangs on. I'd love to know what the mix is on that. That hangs on to heat way more than bricks. That's really warm when these are cold. That's still not really warm. It's warm when these are cold. So that amazes me, and that's why he's sitting there behind there. I think if I'd got the chance again, I'd love to build one of those brickwork ones where they've got like a chamber above as well. They've got the fire down here. They've got a chamber up there, and if any gas, which is why people do the top burning thing, if any gases do go up into there, because the chimney comes down, it burns up there, and then it still has to exhaust down and then up. Oh, I just think it's fabulous. I think it's fascinating. So where are we? 16 minutes live, and these things are still, they're all right. They're pumping out some heat. Can you hear the noise? If you can, I think it is yeah, it's the air going through there. So what it is I've got my top vent here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 holes, basically a metal plate across the back there. And you slide it this way and it closes them all down, and slide it that way and it opens them all up, which keeps the glass clear. And you've got it, I mean, that glass is clean, isn't it? So there you go. I thought I'd share that with you. Like, subscribe, all the rest. Enjoy the fire. Thanks for watching. Cheers.